This illustration deals with conductors entering through cable clamps. In accordance with NEC 314.17, B as in boy 2 and the exception. The purpose of change was a new subdivision. And this new subdivision has been added to clarify that the sheath shall extend not less than 1/4 of an inch inside the box and beyond any cable clamp, where cable assemblies with non-metallic sheath cable, such as Romex or rope, depending on how you identify this cable in your area, are used. The requirement shall not apply if the wiring method is secured to the box or conduit body is outlined in complying with 300.15C as in car. Now, first of all, I would like to review our notes, and note 1 to the left-hand side of the illustration at the top, the sheath shall extend at least 1/4 of an inch inside the box in compliance with 314.17, B as in boy 2. Now, if you're dealing with non-metallic sheath cable, then I suggest that you see 334.15C as in car for more information pertaining to a non-metallic sheath cable. Now, note 2 down at the bottom where the snap switch is, notice that it says also we would see the exception rule per 300.15C to understand what the exception is allowing. And then if we move over to our final note, then note to allow a single game box no larger than say 2 1/4 by 4 inch to be mounted in wall or ceiling, then we would need to comply with 314.17, B as in boy 2 exception that note 2 calls your attention to. And then I would like to remind you that for NM cable, non-metallic sheath cable, for exposed work, we'd want to review 334.15, and I also should suggest that you see 334.17 through 334.40, and you get a good feel for what this section is requiring you and I to do if we're entering with conductors through cable clamps, how we would extend it 1/4 of an inch to protect the insulation of the conductors. So this rule is reinforcing that this is required. You know, it's been in 300 for a long time, but they wanted to really drive this thought home to the installer so that we wouldn't damage insulation and cause a short circuit or a ground fault to occur.